Hello everyone, my name is Jakepeter, and welcome back to another episode of Fire Emblem. That's right, we are back at it again with Chapter 3. Here we have Part 1, Binding Trial. Now, here we go. You must be Prince Alphonse of the Asgrim Kingdom. Pleased to make your acquaintance. I'm Roy. I know I look young, but I'm leading the forces of Fairy on my father's behalf. I know that's not very noble to point my blade at other fine members of royalty, but I'm afraid that we're all bound by contract. I hope you'll forgive me for what we must now do. It's a little confusing because we have Roy too. And here we go, we have Effie, as we hinted at last video, saying that we would probably be having. Turns out she can only move one spot, although she does have the ability to push people by 2. So that's very useful for getting our players right up in there. So this is going to maybe be a little bit slower than our previous videos because Effie is just not going to be getting as many attacks. Now she is a tank, much better tank than our previous ally, and so it's great. And it's also in a blue spot. I'm calling Effie an it. I feel bad, man. Feels bad. Let's not call the characters its. But yeah, so she is actually going to do quite well because we do have a big lack of damage when it comes to the spear front, so that's going to be good. Because when we go and take out sword users, it's not really that beneficial for us to do it with other sword users, especially not with our Arthur here, our Superman type dude. But he's just so super. And we take out their Roy like it's nobody's business. Like it's nobody business. But ours. Yep, that stage clear symbol. Thanks, Past Jake, for spending forever to press that. The group is as strong as they say, but our contract is not yet broken. And so, I will see you again. Is that supposed to be a threat, brah? Is that supposed to be a threat? I know last video we had like, what, 22 orbs? And so, yeah, we're back down to 3. You saw the opening. If you missed our opening, I'd suggest go back and check our Chapter 2 video, because there is a mighty fine opening in that. If you want to see the opening where we got Roy, we have a tips and tricks video, where we had a very fast unboxing, summoning type deal, saying it like it's an actual box that we're opening up, but it's a theoretical box. Same thing applies though, right? A digital good is just as good as a manifested physical good. They serve different purposes, right? Yeah, so I really wanted to have Effie go and attack just to see how powerful she is. And you'll see that she is more than just a tank. She can just breathe some fire. And then we realized that Silly was a magic user. We didn't get tipped off by the book in front of her name, which was very, very upsetting to me, but oh well. We are going to abuse a little bit of the game mechanics here, and we're just going to move down, and then she'll move down 1 to try and catch up with us, right? With that, she will be able to move ahead 1 and actually attack her. The worst thing to do, though, in this front is if you're only able to move 1 or even 2 tiles, and you get up, and it's only your one last character versus their one last character, but their one last character is an archer or something that can actually deal damage to you over time, you're going to be stuck in an endless loop, and you're going to just want to surrender. Although there was this one time in an arena fight where it was just our healer mage dude, forget his name. How am I forgetting his name? We've messed with him so many times. Azama, there we go. Yeah, kind of like how it is right now, but there is no like extra thing to our right. We went ring around the rosy with the other dude. Yeah, just pretend it was just that middle one. And he was a sword dude. He could only move 2 spaces, and then we can move 2 spaces, right? So we were always on the other end, and we were able to attack. It was quite good. I was very happy with my result there, because we wouldn't have won otherwise. That dude would have just crushed Akama, and I would have cried. I would have cried. And it just always... That's... Okay, this dragon type thing is pretty cool. But it just astonishes me that enemies will come up to you just to deal 0 damage. You're like, you know what? I'm going to deal 0 damage. That's the whole incentive right here. I have nothing else to say than, you know, 0 damage sounds good. Also, let me know what you think of this commentary post-gameplay is like, because I kind of enjoy it. You get a little bit of a retrospective instead of me trying to think and say stuff at the same time, because you're a lot more efficient when you're not trying to talk yourself through some stuff. I should say, I mean, there might be some things where talking through it's going to make your gameplay a little bit better, but here, I can literally talk about anything, and I can just have the gameplay in the background. You can almost just make this a talk show. Like, we could talk about cheese, and how good cheese is. What I've been having recently is a lot of cream cheese. If you didn't know, I'm a big fan of bagels. And I usually toast them, but lately, I haven't been near a toaster to actually toast my bagels. Now you might be thinking, but Jake, shouldn't you have a toaster at home? Oh, I do have a toaster at home, but I'm not at home, so when I do this, it's a little harder to toast the bagels at work, you know? So I just, you know, on break, I go out and I just get the cream cheese, put it on the bagel, and then get myself some ham. It could be any kind of ham, it could be smoked ham, whatever. You can do what you want. I use honey ham because that's my favorite. I like the taste of honey ham. You know, some people are like, but ham shouldn't be sweet. And I'm like, I beg to differ here. I really like the snow here as well. We're trying to think of who to attack. Now, hindsight, we probably could have had Effie go up and attack and destroy in one go. And the Kama could have attacked the Pegasus. But, we'll do whatever we want. Oh wait, never mind. Just kidding. Effie wasn't able to move yet. So that was probably a good idea for us. This bar tray person reminds me a lot of the character from Half Minute Hero, Super Mega Neo Climax. I know, that was such an interesting name. I love it when games do that, though. They're just adding this entire extra bit of title because they can. I'm trying to think of other games at this point. I mean, you can have games with really long titles. The games with like a small title, like Half Minute Hero, and then its subtitle is just so much longer. Oh man, let me know what you can think of. You probably have more time. You can literally just pause the video and be like, oh my gosh, games with long subtitles. And then you can tell me those. Oh hey, we're already at part 5. Interesting. Nobles of Binding. My friends, Prince Alphonse and his group have arrived. We must do our best to defeat them. How odd that we can only be free of our contract if we fail to do so. Still, I'll bring the full force of my sword, and you, Leilani, must unleash your fiercest flames. Yeah, that's what she's going to do.
Let's go.
And our boy Roy is going to be the one and only master of the sword. Ooh, what's this? Yeah, buddy. Take out the other Roy, the mirror match. The mirror match. I think Roy has taken out Roy at least twice, if not 3 or 4 or even 5 times. I specifically had Roy go after Roy just for the walls effect. And this was the first person that actually dealt much damage to me. And as you can see, it wasn't even that much, when it probably should have been a lot more. So she's going to go down to... is it 11 or 1? Do we have the extra? Yeah, there we go. We did add an extra thing. If you're wondering why we're dealing 10 damage, I don't remember if we were doing this last game, our last video, but we added a skill point value where he deals an extra 10 damage after he attacks initially. So as long as you actually got hit off, you can die after the hit too. But it's really cool. It doesn't kill them though, so they can go down as far as 1 HP. But it's not able to be a finishing blow, sadly. I wish it could be. But then there might be some issues on if you did die and no experience is awarded. That would feel like a ripoff. So that's sort of a thing there. That actually lets him get over to kill Gwendolyn. We probably didn't even have to attack her with a comma, but we can do what we want, whatever. We are free people, and her fiercest flames can deal 9 damage. As an FYI. Fiercest flames of the sorrow. Troubadour. I wonder if a comma could have killed the Troubadour. But then we realized we don't even care, so we're just gonna heal Arthur, who's going to destroy Leilani, or however we say her name. maybe your name's a lot different. Yeah, there's no point in even moving Effie at these points. But, you know, it's okay to have, like, a big tank in the back, just because there's a lot of choke points. You can't really do much against those choke points. They're just kind of there. You're only going to get 2-3 characters out to attack anyway. Mainly 3 if you have a ranged attack, so definitely having that. You've more than proven your power superior to ours. Well done, Prince Alphonse. But I believe that I should give most of the credit to your talented tactician. Now, farewell. May we all battle on the same side one day. I like how I never say my name. Excellent job, everyone. We have released the World of Binding from Veronica's contract. That was our toughest battle yet. How are you holding up? You seem pretty calm to me. Why? I'm boiling over, but that's probably just all this heat. Every world has such different terrain than our own. Trees, runes, lava. Tactician, have any of these worlds been like your own? I suppose we don't know much about your world, and how rude of us not to ask until now. What? Your world has buildings that scrape the sky? And what do you mean by cars? Like wagons that run without horses and are made of metal? Fascinating. Oh yeah, they're pretty cool. I've never seen such a gateway that goes to a world like that. What? You want to know how you'll get home then? Details, details. Besides, you're one of us now. Our home is your home. So, let's head back. Aw, how sweet. How sweet the sound. But that is going to do it for today's chapter. If you enjoyed the video, definitely feel free to give us a like, and be sure to stick around until the next video, because the next video is going to have some hype. And we're just showing off the training towers that we now have at this point. But yeah, until next time, everyone, peace!